Hello everyone and welcome to Tech Moon, where I talk about and review camera tech, gadgets and smart gizmos. So if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. But today we'll be talking about the newly announced Apple AirPod Pros and whether it's worth your £250. Let's jump into it. Apple silently announced the Apple AirPod Pros, which is meant to solve a whole load of problems. First of all, it has a all new design. Well, I say all new, it's very similar to the old AirPods, with the exception of having a smaller stem that will look like it will look better. And on top of that, it's also got an in-ear design, which looks like it will also hold better into the ear. So for active sports or running or anything like that, I think it will be a much better earphone. The AirPod Pro case also looks like it's been shortened ever so slightly, and looks to be about the same sort of size as the old AirPod Pros, just a little bit shorter and a little bit wider. It is a little bit thicker as well, looking at the numbers. Now, the biggest upgrade to these AirPods is that they now deliver active noise cancellation for immersive sound. Also, it has a mode called transparency mode, so you can hear your surroundings. And just like the AirPods, the AirPod Pros connect to your iPhone or Apple Watch or any other Apple device using the Apple designed H1 chip. Now, with the active noise cancelling, the way that it works is that there are two microphones, one outward facing microphone and one inward facing microphone to create superior noise cancellation. It does this by continuously adapting the sound that is played into your ear and plays frequencies that is opposite to the noise that the microphone is listening to. With the all new design, it is meant to be more comfortable, and now you've got a customizable fit with 3 flexible silicone tips to choose from, with the internal taper to conform to the shape of your ear, making sure that the AirPod Pros stay in your ear securely, creating an exceptional seal for noise cancellation. There is even a section on your iPhone which can help you determine if you have a good seal in your ear. Also, according to Apple, the audio quality has been improved. It now comes with a custom built low distortion driver which delivers more powerful bass and has high efficient dynamic range amplifier. You can also use the adaptive EQ, which adapts the music depending on the shape of your ear automatically. And with the Apple designed H1 chip, it is meant to improve audio latency too. Rather than going for the conventional tap, which is found on the AirPods, the new AirPod Pros now uses Force Touch instead. There is a force sensor on the stem, which makes it easy to control the music, and you can answer phone calls, and you can also use the force sensor to control active noise cancellation, as well as switching it to transparency mode. You've also got Hey Siri integration, which allows you to say commands, as well as have Siri sort of read your text messages and stuff like that. Talking about controls, when you press the force sensor once, that is the play button and pause button, as well as answering. If you press it twice, that skips forward. Press it 3 times and that will skip it backwards. And if you press and hold, this will switch between active noise cancellation and transparency mode. As mentioned before, they've also got Hey Siri control too, so you can do your certain voice controls as well. The new H1 chip means that you have audio sharing, so you can have 2 sets of AirPods playing at the same time, whether you are watching a film or listening to music. And this is important because if you want 2 people to listen to the same thing, now you can do it in a much easier way. A couple of upgraded features with the AirPod Pros is that now they are sweat and water resistant. The AirPod Pros also comes with wireless charging from the case. And speaking of the wireless charging case, we can also see that there is a lightning port. You do get a lightning to USB-C cable, which is nice to see. but I would have preferred to have seen a USB-C port on the case instead of Lightning. Just to let you know, if you don't have a USB-C plug, I will leave a link in the description down below for a very good value USB-C plug. In terms of battery life, we have up to 4.5 hours of a listening time on a single charge, or 5 hours with active noise cancellation and transparency mode turned off. We have 3.5 hours of talk time on a single charge, and with the wireless charging case we have more than 24 hours of listening time and 18 hours of talk time. Apple also claim that 5 minutes in the case will provide about an hour of listening time and an hour of talk time. The Apple AirPod Pros will work with your iPhone, your iPod Touches, your iPads, your Apple Watches, Apple Macs, Apple TV models. Obviously with the latest iOS version updated onto it, or their equivalent system that you're using. So what are my thoughts on these new Apple AirPod Pros? Well, considering that the Apple AirPods with the wireless charging are about £200, for the extra £50, you get a much better earphone in my opinion. For those who do sport, I feel like it's going to be a lot better. And with the active noise cancellation, it'll be much better for those who travel, you know, on airplanes and public transport as well. If you've never used Apple AirPods in public or on the airplane, they're basically useless. So having active noise cancellation as well as an in-ear design makes a lot of difference in those situations. Now this does put it about the same price as the Powerbeats Pro, so it'll be interesting to see what people go for. In my opinion, these Apple AirPod Pros are much sleeker and smaller, so you can switch it from using it in the gym to your everyday life, like, you know, walking around and stuff like that, and it won't look out of place in either scenarios. So I think that the Apple AirPod Pros really do tick a lot of boxes. But as always, this is a discussion. Let me know what you guys think of the Apple AirPod Pros and whether you will be upgrading your headphones or Apple AirPods to these new Apple AirPod Pros. Leave your comments down below. In my opinion, if you've got a set of AirPod Pros, I would probably sell them and actually upgrade to the Apple AirPod Pros. Also, if you haven't got any AirPods, I would skip the first two models and just go for the Apple AirPod Pros, because I think that these are far better value for money, even though that they are more expensive than the other two models. I think that with all the new features and the better fit, you'll be much happier with your purchase. If you've enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you want to see more, please hit that subscribe button. And if you're interested in any of the gear that I use, there will be links or affiliated links in the description down below. Just to let you know, I do get a small kickback when you do use these links, but it doesn't cost you any extra. But for now, look after yourselves and I'll see you in the next video. Take care everyone. Bye.